Hey Drob, welcome to Horsehead Bookends for my life with the MPC Live Week 5. Happy Super Bowl Sunday to those watching. I hope the team you're rooting for wins. I think it's going to be a good game. So anyway, today for Week 5 with the MPC Live. What I wanted to try to do was to work with the song mode function where you can actually build a song using different sequences. However, with the samples I pulled last week, I haven't had a chance to fully complete all my sequences yet the way I want them, so I'm abandoning using song mode. Maybe we'll do that next week. And today what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to set up the MPC Live here as a master MIDI clock for a live setting. So I have some equipment hooked up that I may or may not use during a live setting, and I want to use the MPC Live as my main MIDI clock to make sure everything's in sync, and I'm also going to use it as my drum machine. And maybe I will add in some extra stuff like some bass lines and things like that. So I'm going to set up everything over in the other room just so I have plenty of space, and we're going to see how this works. So let's figure it out together. Okay, so here's everything I decided to use for this experiment. I have the camera in my hand right now, so it might be a little shaky. Made two mistakes. One, this setup takes up a lot of room, and two, it's really not portable. So you're gonna need a power source. I will probably do this again and make everything portable that you don't need a power source for, but for now we're just gonna do it this way. So we have the MPC Live, which is gonna be my main clock and my drum machine. We have my microKORG, which is my synth with all my custom presets. We have the Behringer TD3, which is a clone of the Roland 303, just came out. I love it. I have all my, as you can see, I have some of my writings down here with some of my stuff I programmed in already. I have my Boss 505 looper. I always try to have something that I can loop with in a live setting because I find it easier just to create these loops that I can quickly edit or delete or loop over. It makes it super easy for me personally. Everything is going to be run into this Alto ZMX 122 mixer. I don't quite remember where I got this, but it was pretty cheap. Oh, it's an Alesis right there. It's not bad. It does the job, so I'm happy about that. And I'll be recording everything into the Tascam DR40X. So there you have it. If I can get everything in one shot, I'm going to set up the camera now and start hooking everything up. Okay, I think I just figured out how I'm setting this all up. The MPC Live is going straight into the mixer. TD3 is running into the microKORG, which is running into the mixer. Then the mixer is running out of the mixer into the looper back into the mixer, and that's right into the recorder. So this might not work. I might have to change up my layout. So we're gonna see what happens. All right, I think I'm going about this all wrong. I think I want everything running into a mixer and the mixer running out the looper. Always have extra MIDI cables laying around. You never know when you're gonna need them. Okay, so I have the two MIDI outs on the MPC Live, one run into the microKORG, the other run into the TD3. We're gonna see if that works. It might not. Sorry if I'm moving the camera, but the tripod leg is in a very weird spot. Alright, so I have everything hooked up. Cord-wise, cable-wise, let's get some power. Let's not load up anything yet. Let me get headphones. Let's test this out to make sure everything is working. Right now I'm just gonna plug my headphones right into the mixer. If I'm not getting anything in the mixer, then I'm not getting anything in the recorder. So let's start there first. Getting sound from there. Got that sound. Let's get some. So we got this. Okay, got that. Getting sound from there, getting sound from there, everything looks great. Now it's time to get sound from the MPC Live. So let's load up a drum program. Alright, showing level up, output. Awesome. Okay, we got sound from this. We got sound from the TD3. We have sound from the microcord. We got sound from the Akai. Everything's recording. Now we gotta test out if we're getting sound from the looper. Alright, we're gonna test out, we're gonna record something simple on the MPC Live. And we're going to see if we can sync it up with the rest of the time. Alright? Hopefully this will work. Alright, so I had certain things working great, but it doesn't seem like the MIDI is really synced up to the TD3 for some reason. So I'm going to try to figure that out, and I will be right back to see what is going on with that, because I want to get that synced up. Got to figure it out. Got to do some internet research and see how I can get the MIDI hooked up on that. Okay, that was super easy to figure out. If you just hold down the back and the right button, and then it has the MIDI controls up top, I hold them belt down, I hit it for internal, I think internal, I don't know, it doesn't matter, but now they're in sync. So here, we'll check this out real fast. Play this. This is the drum beat I had going before. Now if I change the BPMs, it changes along with it. So everything's in sync. This is just a little something of what you could set up for a live setting, or if you're in a studio jamming with some friends. I would probably use this. I don't know. I mean, it is a space hog. It does take up a lot of space. So I'm not sure I would necessarily use everything I have here, but then again, I mean, if I have the space, I would totally use it. Again, it's not portable because the MPC Live is, but we need power for the loop station, power for the TD3, power for the microKORG, and again, power for the mixer to make sure everything is mixed well. But now that I have it in, the sync is set up. Let's play around with it. I'm gonna load up a new drum program, and we're gonna have some fun. So let's see what we can get. All right, turn that all down. Distortion off. Good. Okay. Let's get some recording. Alright, so let's load up a drum program. Alright, we're going to take this kit and see what we can do with this, if I like these. I should have did a little more research and found a good drum kit I wanted, but I didn't. Alright. Okay, so Okay, so that I thought was a really successful experiment, setting up the MPC Live as a MIDI clock for almost a live environment or a studio improv environment type of situation. Everything worked out good. There was a few times I thought it fell out of sync, especially in the beginning when I didn't set up the MIDI signal on the TB3 to accept the MIDI signal coming from the MPC Live, and it I remedied it, and then I fixed it, and anytime I changed the tempo, the TD3 just followed right along. So it was super easy, super convenient. I hope it recorded well. I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm gonna check it out. If it did record well, I'll probably clip some of it and use it. I'll put it up on SoundCloud, and I'll definitely post a link below if I do that. Any issues I might have, I'm trying to think if there's any issues I ran into. Not that I could think of, it was, I mean, I didn't have the MIDI clock synced up to the looper, which proved to be a bit of an issue because if I was slightly off, which I think you might have heard, because I definitely heard it, the loops were a little off. They didn't quantize properly, or they might have been in the wrong tempo. So for next time, I will definitely make sure that I send a MIDI signal to the looper to make sure that everything is in time. But other than that, I thought it was pretty good experiment. So hopefully next week I can play around with more functionality of the unit itself, like the song feature. I did some of sample editing by adding in different effects, so I've been playing around with that. And some sounded good and some sounded really bad. So I really just wasn't ready to tackle song mode yet, but hopefully for next week I should. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please don't forget to click on subscribe and ring the notification bell. You'll get notified anytime I upload a new video. Any questions or comments, feel free to post them below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, talk to you later.